Oh, you better believe I'm gonna swear.
Well, you shouldn't. It's not nice.
What?
Bro, I swear I'm gonna swear. Do you actually get monetary value from your videos enough to where that would matter?
Someday.
So, so you're telling me, well, in that case, I'm gonna have a beer.
Hmm,
Affiliate.
what up? What up?
Oh, you were so about to say it, I could hear it. You were about to
Resident
say
nerd?
swear.
Yeah. So pretty much the way community guidelines work, it's like, if you have any kind of swearing at all, they can choose to demonetize you. But for helping an algorithm or anything like that, I mean, as long as you're not constantly swearing F bombs or doing anything crazy like all the time, you should be fine.
Yeah, like, I mean, fuck, come on.
Uh
Not that I can think of. Several.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no, I just came up to you when you weren't paying
Several.
attention, just like, oh man, this crisp thing is great. You can't even hear me clap.
Okay. So, I have at least most of this map built. Yay!
Woo.
I have something to do in the meantime while I'm building the next one because I've been busy all day and haven't been able to build the maps.
No.
I have been busy.
as most people are.
I am in college.
You just reminded me
Oh,
of
I know
that,
the feeling.
just reminded me of that awkward teen
I'm
hunger
about to
force bit
be.
where the,
Okay, so
oh, go on, I'll be distracting later.
yeah, go ahead and say your thing.
Just the awkward teen hunger force bit where they're like, we are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just keep going as that's their name.
Yeah, pretty much.
Arise, chicken.
You mean super ultra mega chicken?
Okay, so copy URL.
I wonder if anyone's actually registered that.
Yeah, it's impossible.
No, I mean as a website.
So I'm gonna open up a private tab and take a look right now.
Darn it.
It is a non-secure site, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Which shows nothing but a blank screen.
Yep.
Incredible.
It's virus spotter.
My thread is being rude.
No.
I have an answer? What is your question? Um, it's
But
just green thread, man.
Oh, so it's like green text story
uh
thread.
uh vanilla, fluff, soul male, soul female. Yeah,
Oh, dude, I
because I'm
love
not
that
a
one.
fucking degenerate.
Green moose, guava juice.
Large
Large
fries and
fries.
a chocolate shake.
See, if I was gonna list tags for this, I'd go with like Alpha Omega Dynamics.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Or Mpreg.Mpreg's always fun.
No!
Go on. I said go on.
Timmy is an average kid that no one understands.
Doo doo.
Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him command. Ah, goddamn it!
Bed twerp.
I'm done. Oh,
You're a demand.
your face is a demand.
Okay. So, what the fuck?
Doom
There we
and
go.
gloom up in his room.
No.
We have to stop.
We have done enough damage.
DMCA.
By
Welcome to the DMCA.
by a magic little thread that grants us every wish. Odd websites, fairly odd websites.
I don't know.
Okay, so, any case, we should get started.
Correct.
When last we left our heroes,
Are we actually heroes?
Protagonist.
okay, fine. When last we left our protagonists,
I'm not even sure where that.
main
Nondescript,
characters,
somewhat murder hobos. When last we left, period.
when last we left the middlemen, there, because that what you can't refute.
But mm.
Last time on the middlemen, you all met. You were all trapped in a tent as prisoners and encountered a creature in a cage. This creature introduced himself as Scorvax, and you found that he was a creature known as a Scorpus, which Raina knew to be a potentially incredibly dangerous creature. Luckily, he was on your side. Ish, maybe?
Allied. For the moment.
As long as you're not against him.
Or in his line of sight.
You then
You
proceeded
can
to
thank your good dwarven artificer for that one.
You then proceeded to unlock his cage, but he stayed in it until he was ready. And then proceeded to talk to the captain of this particular sect of the Barefist mercenary group, who you got some information from. And who you also gave information to. It was a goodly trade. And you were all able to resolve that fairly peacefully. Not so peaceful was the Sawagan attack, which came with bigger, nastier Sawagan. But then Scorvax entered the field and kind of did his thing. And there was also the one mercenary who I have named Chad. He is becoming a sergeant soon. But yeah, when last we left off, literally the ending moment was Gerbrander and Scorvax screaming out over the lake in victory.
They're gonna be best friends.
Victory screech.
And so that is where we'll start back up. Gerbrander and Scorvax are still screaming at the lake.
The lake screams back.
Well, seeing as it's echoing off the lake, kinda yes, actually.
Like I said, the lake screams back.
And there's also a few cheers going up like, holy crap, that was almost scary.
Alright, who is looking worse for wear?
Aye.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
We'll handle that, big guy, says the mage above him, who was bawling his eyes out as his friend lay dying.
So I'm gonna. I can assume we've all seen NCIS, yes?
Sure. You're going to
Oh dear.
I'm gonna denoso him for healing.
good.
Well, yeah.
Pulls up a stool and does so.
Just he's a dwarf, dude. I can reach.
True. Probably shouldn't have my drink up there.
So, Reyna just walks up behind Balric, slaps him across the back of the head, and that's for jumping in the middle of battle without warning. Dumbass.
Hey, hold on, and you're gonna let me just let you all get along and be hit across the face?
As you feel your wounds start closing.
These two are going to start sassing
And
each
heal
other.
for 8.
I thank you, but you listen here, I'm not gonna let you stand in the middle of 4 people and let them all stab at you. It's forbidden.
It's
I just glower at Balric. I'm like, 1, back out of my face before I do some not so healy things.
If she gets to glower, I get to filibuster.
Fuck off.
I'm challenging this one this time.
Okay, roll wisdom save or insight. Yeah.
Wisdom. Hang on, I could do a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Probably won't do me any better. I'm still not being intimidated by you.
He says, on the verge of shitting his pants.
Wow, I use those intimidation rolls with great prejudice.
You use them exclusively on us, namely me.
exclusively on Balric, yes.
Oh no, I intimidated the shit out of Gearbrander.
This is like the 4th or 5th nat 20 intimidation check she's rolled this campaign.
Yep.
You can't keep expecting me to help you out if you keep trying to scare me into helping you.
I'm a scary little bitch. It's fine.
Hey, Balric, you said something about a forbidden? What is that? Is that some kind of food?
Piss off.
As this is all going on, everybody's kind of cleaning up. Gearbrander and some of the other guys bring this mage over under this tree here to start performing something of a funeral. Fair enough. Yes.
I like this guy over here. He's just like, that's him, officer. That's the dead man.
And then Scorvax is just watching the lake. Let's see. The captain walks into the middle of the group, goes, "All right. All right. Everybody clean yourselves up and then go back to breaking down the camp. Chad, you come talk to me later. I need to talk to you. Only good things. MiddleMen, when you get a chance, on me."
Hey.
You want to go ahead and hit someone, go hit him. Blasted. Blasted.
This is where all the mercs start breaking down tents and such.
I love how we went from, being enemies with these guys to basically having new friends. in a mercenary company.
Well, remember the deal. They're leaving. They're not staying.
Oh, I understand, but they're also not trying to kill us either.
They don't have a reason to. Not anymore.
All right. So, go ahead and I'll go ahead and say it's about 30 minutes after that call. Funeral's basically done. They're just digging the grave now.
I'm not laughing at the grave digging. I'm
Yes, you are.
laughing. I'm laughing at Hart.
Gerbrander performs a chant that I don't want to put on because it might or might not be
Copyrighted.
copyrighted. Yes. Advantage because this is likely something you've done a few times.
Can I hear him chanting?
Up to you.
This-
He's actually doing a real decent job. You could feel that there's a lot of respect there. Despite the fact that I'm sure he didn't really know this guy, he made sure to put a lot of respect in there for even being in the fight in the first place.
He died with honor in the heat of battle. You shouldn't have come here.
Aye, have you heard of the High Elves?
Hmm. Back off.
Pretty much. So, afterwards, always.
Eat.
Start
No.
playing the DuckTales astronaut theme.
The moon. It's the moon. Um, back on track.
Back on track.
Back on track.
Bacon track?
Bacon snack. Green moose.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and move you over here, Gerbrander. So, what are you all gonna do now? Ignore the moving tree.
No.
You see nothing?
Those freaking ants.
Well, since even you guys.
Okay. Turn to Reina Ann.
Apparently, I'm the party leader now. Well, since basically even you guys didn't know about Port Art, it seems only logical, as it were, to go check it out and see what the heck's going on, because that's not good.
No, it's not.
Did you have any suggestions?
No, all I can say is avoid the southern edge of the lake. That is that is by far the most common direction for the Sawagan to come see us. Part of why we're clearing out
Hmm.
now. That way they don't have a chance to come and visit us again.
Oh, I
And
100% do not blame you there.
and then Scorvash just kind of leans over Reyna. They will not get the chance.
I just kind of look up because I'm assuming he's leaning over my shoulder because I'm, short as fuck.
no, he's leaning over your head.
Like that's what I meant. Like
Yeah.
towering over behind. I just kind of look up
He's-
at Scorvax, and I'm like, "Does this mean you're coming with us?"
No. I recommend you take the land route, for that is the way of the fleshlings.
Alright, well, don't have to tell me twice. Alright, which way is it going? East? I think I'll head east. Alright, okay, going south. Okay, here we go. Alright.
Balric?
Alright.
I will go deal with the fish.
Aye, and you have a right good time of it, lad.
They will know terror.
Sounds splendid.
And you just see the captain wide-eyed staring at Scorvax this entire time. And I imagine that none of the rest of you are actually phased by him saying this. This is what I'm imagining, of course. Maybe
Oh
you
yeah,
are.
no, we're totally chill with the idea of Scorvax going and slaughtering the Sawagan. It's fair play as far as we're concerned.
Oh, Hart is just putting on a front. He's gonna
Roll,
be very
roll,
happy to.
Oh,
roll
Okay.
wisdom save. Roll wisdom save, Heart.
Oh no.
Gerbrand, Gerbrand and I are 100% not phased.
It's not much of a front though. It's like all I have to you just gotta keep reminding yourself, all I gotta do is stay on his good side.
Yeah, just gotta stay on a good side. You have a good fun time there, lad. I'm gonna go ahead and take the route you suggested.
Do not offend our chitinous friend.
Do not engage the nightmare fuel.
Alright.
I shall leave now. This is where Scorvax literally just kind of turns around before he enters the water. Until we meet again. And then he just goes into the water.
Alright, well, nice lad.
All right. So you already sent your message to your guy, right? They should be in the bag under the bread.
What a weird message.
Sorry. Sorry, I went shopping earlier. Lewis, probably.
Nah, I went and got food earlier.
Oh, true.
I kind of turn to the captain. So, out of curiosity, do you know any place? Is there like, because as we're not super familiar with the area, is there a place, aside from camp, since y'all are breaking it down and everything, where we can, kind of rest up, heal up, and get my spells back? She mutters under her breath.
Best I can say is as I'm pulling my guys out, the road back to Medjum Town's probably clear. I know that's kind of in the opposite direction, but other than that, there's maybe a few campsites on the road.
Aye,
All right
well,
then.
it'll
I
have
put
to
that
do.
I put that to a vote with our party. Do we go back to Medium Town and effectively recharge for a minute so that, we're not, you know,
Hey, it might be good to get some news from the local folk.
that was the other option.
I say we head south again. No sense going back to town if we're just gonna be coming back down here again.
We don't know when there will be one in the future. Got it. Okay. So we press on south and figure out what the hell's going on at Port Ard, or the city formerly known as Port Ard.
Yeah.
Well, the lake formerly known as Port Ard.
The extension of the Bagonar Bay, formerly known as Port Ard.
That.
The waterlogged hovel.
By
But
this
I
Come on,
don't-
I'm
time,
not the only one thinking it.
basically, uh, all but the captain's tent are taken down.
Blub, 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 blub.
Dedication.
Uh,
Me
a
doing
faster
a
move
lot of
speed
me
to get
doing
away from scorebacks.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. Uh, Sorry, I had somewhere I was going to go with this. So, in any case, they finished packing up camp and are sending out various messengers to get word to the other groups to start pulling out and heading back to Port Bagonar.
Pull out game is strong with them.
I'm gonna leave the fire pit there because it's been made cold at this point. Well, it's smoldering, I should say. They've put it out, but it is
Okay.
now just a pile of ash. Uh,
I'm expecting Gearbrunder to go up and like start doing his thing with the ash.
Excellent. There we go. The only other thing that happens is Marco, the mage that was in the tent for most of the fight against the big Swagan, walks up to Hart and says, "I heard you were looking for hats."
Hey, that I am.
He just kind of hands you a flat disc. Try that one out for
Oh.
size.
Hart happily puts on the hat.
It
If failed as hat,
It immediately turns into a full top hat. Kind of raggedy looking, but just a full top hat.
if fail as hat, functional frisbee.
You'll be happy to know.
Also,
You'll be happy to know that you will not ever lose that hat to the wind.
Hey, this is honestly quite the find there you got here, friend. I
And he's
really
just-
appreciate it.
Not a problem. Any case, off you go. Any case, off I go. He says as he pulls another hat out of his bag and puts it on.
I like this guy.
All right.
Safe travels,
So,
there, friend.
all right. So, as long as I can get through those woods without my guys dying, we're fine. Just need to get to Port Bagonar and we're out of your hair completely. And that is Oh.
These are not the bad guys you are looking for.
These are not the bad guys you're looking for.
Okay. So you're sending that message to them real quick. Okay. Cool. You do so. The token turns into a pigeon and flies off with your message.
Tweet, motherfucker.
Nay, you mean birds are birds.
You remember Steve? He just kind of watches the bird and then looks back at Gerbrander and just cocks an eyebrow. Steve nods and goes back to his business. Well, safe travels, and if you manage to put an axe through that bitch's head, if we ever meet again, tell me about it, and drinks are on me.
We'll have it. We'll find a taxidermist and have it stuffed for you.
I don't think you quite need to do that.
Oh no!
That'll
If
be
we find a
fun. Put on-
if
put
we
on-
find a taxidermist, we'll have it stuffed for Scorvax.
Put it on the mantle, share with the kids.
What kind of sick weirdo are you?
Oh, and you're the one that wants to stuff it. Okay.
Ooh, I like the way you think.
Oh, and I'm the weird one.
Yes, you are.
Aye, well, next time you need a favor, don't ask.
Hey, Balric, this is purely a thing. Roll me an intelligence check. Just a regular intelligence check. You realize the reason that you're the weird one is you're probably the one that's closest to the common folk in mindset.
Huh. Well, all right.
Because I mean, look at how these guys act. They've been talking about taxidermying ahead, and yet you're the weird one for bringing up how to use it. You don't. You're the weird one for not meaning it.
I mean, who said I didn't mean it?
Question: what's your alignment?
Smart.
No, not you, Mr. Loudmouth over here.
You called to him again.
Your brother is not loud. You obviously do not know him very well. I mean, you're not talkative. Okay.
Your new bestie.
Your new bestie. That's great. That's absolutely priceless.
Oh, hey,
but
what's
you're
that
not the
down there?
most
Is that a scene
talkative of
transition?
sorts.
Is that a scene transition down there I see? Hang on, let's go over to that scene transition.
In any case, words, phrases, and other things happen.
English! Yay!
Woo, conversing.
So as you part ways, do you guys head further south, or do you double back, or do you like go to the east and find a suitable place on like a road or something?
Uh,
Okay. So you do kind of find your way to you basically go halfway between where you're at now and Medium Town if you look at the shitty map of Baganar. Um yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it was very much of a it's east northeast from where you're at, actually. East southeast. So still, um you managed to find a nice little spot there. Yes, you'd heard tell that last anyone heard of anything, people weren't really dying. But that was said with kind of a grain of salt. Yes, basically. Hey, why are you still here? So as it is getting into the evening by the time this is going on, you manage to find yourself on a very familiar map at this point, I'm sure.
Oh,
You dig
hey,
it?
camp that we appropriate.
No, never.
I have no memory of this place.
Actually, actually, you actually you might not. Um, any case, you make camp for the night in a clearing, just kind of out in the middle of the woods. Um, sorry, I'm just trying to think of how to put this. Do you guys put yourself on a watch? Okay. That's a dice roller. Not what I need. Let's clear this. And then add turn. Add turn. Huh? What do you mean? Oh shit, I have the old token still up. Try that one out for size. 8 to 10, I know. And add turn. So, we'll go ahead and set up a watch for the night as it's going into dusk. Uh, okay, yeah, sure. Roll initiative. Heart.
It took me a while to find it. Oh no. It took me a while to find initiative. I was like, where the hell is it?
Well, you go first.
Yep. So yeah, we could do it ascending or descending. Your choice. Raina,
Alright,
you
cool.
rolled
So
the
we'll
highest
start with
initiative. Do you want to go first or last?
I'll go first.
Okay. Then we'll go in order. So Raina, first watch. Raina has first watch. In the night.
well, while we do that,
Yeah, if you want to roleplay here for a hot second, Yeah, go ahead and heal up, everybody. Actually, no, this is going to be a long rest, so you can full heal.
Oh, okay. I'll just paste my nat 8.
Just doing a thing here. Give me a second. Okay. um,
Have you heard that the high elves?
Does anything happen? Like
nothing.
like Miley Cyrus, or are we talking like Willie Nelson levels here?
Roll me history checks, all of you, as you're having this, because I'm gonna go ahead and pretend that this is in character.
I know every sports team.
No.
I'm your
both
average
Gearbrander-
soccer dad.
Both Gearbrander and Balric know that technically the high elves in their own language doesn't exactly translate to high as in like we are better than you. Balric points out the fact that technically the word for high elf it translates better to tall, representing the fact that they are the tallest of the elves.
My tallest! My tallest!
And in fact goes on to explain that it's actually humans who put that high elven mythos to them, and they kind of started rolling with it. And that's how we got to where we are today. I gave you a nat 20 history check, Balric, so there you go.
And that's where all of the sports have come from ever.
Yes, he manages to loop it back to sports. Particularly their fantastic javelin teams, of all things. You'd think it was archery, because, elves. But, any case, nothing happens during Reyna's watch.
Neat.
As it goes into Balric's watch, aha! Something does happen.
Hark, a
Everybody,
thing.
everybody, roll me perception. Heart roll at disadvantage because you're asleep. And is anybody else asleep that they know of? It's technically Balric's, so it's about 3 to 4 hours in. Yep.
Since I'm just coming off my watch, it would have been like starting to go to sleep, but still kind of awake.
Yeah, awake enough that it wouldn't cause disadvantage. So Balric, you hear something coming through the woods at you from the southeast.
I look alive, everybody. He might have company. Or
That
a
sounds
deer.
really quiet.
After about 5 minutes, it steadily growing closer, out comes a friend.
Oh, look at that. I'm gonna roll animal handling on it.
Okay. Reyna, you are awake enough that you don't need to. Hart and Gearbrander, go ahead and roll to wake up. Roll me a Constitution roll, not a save, just a roll. Okay,
Oh, still
but
at disadvantage?
first, but yep. So Hart, you're able to wake up. Gearbrander's still dozing. He's still asleep.
I go up and I tap Gearbrinder on the foot.
She went for the
Not
foot.
like, not hard. And I'm just kind of like tapping you on the foot, like, come on.
Well, I mean, if it's like how you talk to your friends and convince them to help you and not do certain things, I mean, I could see the confusion to want to put an axe in you.
To be fair, Gearbrender has earned my respect.
I've done nothing but help you guys, and all you've done was try to intimidate me constantly.
I haven't done any of that.
Well, not you. No, you're great.
So in any case, yes, yes, go ahead and roll. This time with advantage. Yeah, you're still groggy, but you managed to wake up this time.
I gestured towards the giant boar that has walked out of the woods. We have a friend.
And out comes a smaller friend, a much smaller friend, wearing a mask. Balric, this might. I think this is only the second time you've met her.
Yeah.
To describe it, is a pixie, about a foot tall, floating basically eye level with Reyna. Hello. She sounds
Hi.
very tired.
Hi.
Hi. Thought we would find you somewhere around here. We got some type of missive saying that a bunch of the enemy soldier guys are leaving. Is that true? Okay. Well, oh, what's a
Liver
Sawagan
veg.
again? Fishman. Okay, yeah, we've seen a few of those. Yeah, the big guy is actually not fond of them. And as you look at him, it doesn't take much to see in the firelight that he's got a few new scars. Um, I wanted to tell you that the thing in the one big former city that's in the water now, um there's things going through the paths, I guess, in between the, I don't know what you call them, buildings, I think I heard the word was. I don't
So
know the
the former streets.
sure. I'm sorry, I've never been in a big folk
I
place.
will go on.
Um there's things moving on the top of the water and they have people on or in them or something.
I am both.
Yeah, and there's more of the fish guys also out there, but they're doing something near the big tower. That's where all the fish guys are. And while all the guys in the boats, all the guys in the boats are coming from a big boat out past the city. And so I just wanted to let you know that um we're sending in, we are calling for some more of our wilder in order to become a stronger force to hopefully contain, because the water is growing.
Hi.
It's
I'm
it's
sorry.
like,
Did you say it's the water is growing?
yes, um it's trying to make it so that the land isn't as there anymore. And it's
There's
doing
just
this.
a there's a just a visible look of worry on Rena's face. And she's
And
kind of like,
we're losing a few feet of land all around the city every day. We don't know
Okay.
why, except that that where all the fish guys are, there's a big magic. And I saw it. I saw the big magic. I don't know what it was, but it was big. And it scared me. And I
Let me
kind of want to
roll
go back to
Arcana.
the forest.
I would like to not determine it, I guess.
Yeah, no, this doesn't ring a bell.
um,
Alright, new to me.
I'd also like a chance to determine it.
Okay. Beyond a couple of stories that even Balric has heard at this point, once you mention them, that this doesn't sound like anything normal.
I really don't know what's going on here,
Aye,
and it's
this
starting to frustrate me.
this doesn't sound like anything normal.
I mean, I've heard a couple of stories that sound slightly similar, but they really don't they don't sound like what she's describing at all. Are we dealing with something new here?
Aye, well, the only way we'll find out is if we go out there ourselves to check.
Okay, it'll take you about 4 nights to get out there. You'll be there by the 5th morning.
Now, is that for pixie size or is that for big people size?
Oh. Um yeah, we rode like kind of zigzaggy, I think is the best way to describe it.
You were trying to avoid being seen.
Yeah, we all have been. They
Okay.
they took a couple of us. And they
Took or
brought
killed?
took
Hmm.
and I think they killed one of them because the fish guys took him. And they took
Aye.
him
You,
into the water. But the other girl, I can't remember her name because big people names are weird to me. They don't make sense. But anyway, they were brought to the men in the boats. Boats. That's a weird word. Boats. And taken into the city.
below the surface?
No. No, just through the street?
Hmm. Raina gets that dark rage glint in her eyes again. Just and starts muttering in gnomish. Fish people.
And so, um, they said that I might be able to find you from the lake, and so I did. And that you needed to know all this stuff. And so yeah, um, me and the big pig are gonna go back to the forest because I'm scared, and so is he. And also, um, it'll help us make sure that the guys that are going through there that aren't enemies anymore stay that way, and also make sure that the new wilder that are coming in can help us, because this is a bad thing. This is a very bad thing, and we want to make sure to stop it.
Aye, well, after the night's over, we'll be on our way.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for the information, and please stay safe.
That's going to be easy. Between my ability to hide and the fact that there's a big pig, that's not going to be too difficult. But thank you. Sleep well, and best of luck.
Hey, before you go,
Hmm?
would you like some food for your travels?
I don't need anything besides morning dew and the occasional acorn. And I think that you don't have enough food for my friend.
Hey, that's fair. But here, let me go ahead and give you something. And I just shuffle around in my bag and I just pull out a tiny handcrafted hat to give to her. Here you go, for your travels.
Oh, okay. Because it's actually probably her size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just woven.
And she looks at you with your new hat and puts it on her head like you do. And now she's got the hat and the mask.
Hey, it looks really good on you, lass.
Hers doesn't, no.
Even if
Others
it did, I can just imagine like the tiny little top hat wedged between the antlers on the mask.
others do. Others did, but hers was not due to the fact that she's still fairly new and fairly young. Okay. Okay. Um and so with that, I'll leave you because you have a lot of things that I don't want to really be around. And so, no offense, but I'm going to go ahead and go. Okay, bye. And that's when she and the boar wander back off up this way and leave. Yeah, fairies and iron, man. I know it's not cold iron. Yeah.
But let's talk about literal Iron Man over here.
There's no need to get into that. I'm a concerned citizen. That's all.
In any case,
I resume trying to go back to sleep since she's gone and it's still Balric's watch.
yes.
And I imagine this conversation only took about 20 minutes.
Yeah. What? That is up to you. Either way, you will get a long rest. Okay. So that was the rest of Balric's watch is
Uneventful.
uneventful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Going into Gearbrander. Beyond hearing an owl actually get something that screams near the camp, uh, Gearbrander's watch is also uneventful. Which will bring it to Hart. Who I will assume is the time is taken to wake him up and get him moving.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So your watch is uneventful except for the fact that you actually get to see the sunrise through a gap in the trees, and it is glorious. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous.
Do I wake anyone else up to see said sunset or sunrise?
You're just not on active
Okay.
watch. The other two, I believe, are asleep.
Gadbrander, doesn't this look glorious? Makes you think that there ain't any troubles in the world or anything like that. Affirmative grunt. Got it.
Hey, honey, what's for dinner? Mm.
Non-committal grunt, more like.
Do you want to
That's
order
just saying.
something? Mm.
Yes. I've always wanted to try that.
Yeah, just get a dartboard. More fun. Just stone at the wall.
Turn the entire wall into just one giant corkboard. Nat 1.
Hey, listen, I've seen some terrible people play darts.
Speaking of darts, I have darts.
Um, and I'm gonna, and it sounds like dinner's ready, so I'm gonna go eat real quick. After that, so we'll go ahead and call this a quick 20-minute break while I go do that. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okie doke.
alrighty.
Sorry, I will be as quick as I can. I will
Good
be
enough.
Our talks are nice.
Indeed.
For the record, Gerbrander, it mostly is functional. Still would be improvised, but is mostly functional. So I will be
Well,
back.
since
Role play as you will.
He's a whittling man.
don't make fun of his size just because he's little.
How heavy are those axes, by the way?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. As much as I love your character, I don't think you're actually supposed to be able to intimidate players constantly.
No, I
No,
think he's referring
Reina.
to me with my 4 nat 20s.
No, I mean like as just the rules is written, intimidating players is a no-go.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, my character is 3 feet tall in a world full of people who are easily 2 feet taller than me. So I've had to like fight to get direct. Like I'm an angry little girl.
I can
Also,
tell you,
DM's
you
rule.
constantly used to intimidate on me for small, inconsequential things. Definitely not lying in bed between waiting for the DM. Oh, that Fortnite chug with me thing? Or chug jug? Darn it. Why
I'll
won't
be back.
anyone listen to my new video? So it's the raisins who I must fault. Oh, you know. And you? Oh, you know.
My weekend has been a weekend. I mean, lots of time with my parents. Not always a great thing.
Oh,
Especially
you know.
considering yesterday I almost hauled off and hit somebody.
The law.
I don't look great in orange. And stripes make me look fat. Aww.
Are we posting cute things in here? What is this? Yes, you must swiftly throw them into the pool.
Cannot read the Discord chat? Yeah.
Yes, you can't say that. That's disgusting. Oh, Cass, think of the children.
Mm. Oh. Oh.
Well, while I wait for him, I'm going to go and get a chimkin sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, just mispronounced. Yep, a chimkin. It's like a chicken, but just mispronounced. Anyway, BRB ASAP LOL Raffle Matt AFK.
Yeah, I saw that. You must have needed the sleep. Oh dear God. I have played. Apparently, I have played Animal Crossing New Horizons for 115 hours or more. I am sorry. That is the part that I'm most sorry about. Bye. So do I. It's pretty fun. Oh, ow.
And back. Sorry about that.
All good.
Depanda.
And decays.
Took big massive. I don't know what you're talking about.
Domino's, Pizzos, Deliveros.
Ever since I had that bad experience at my local Domino's, though, I haven't been going there.
That's fair.
I'll go to other Domino's, though. Hey.
Oh. I didn't even realize that Anwar stopped in. I feel bad for not looking at chat. I see that.
Yeah, Anwar has been streaming a lot of mobile games as of late.
What kind of mobile games?
Yeah, he doesn't have a computer, so he just streams off his cell phone.
What
Just
games?
doing something. Dead by Daylight as of late.
Huh.
He used to do the whole COD mobile type thing.
Huh.
I return with a chim chim sandwich.
Chimneykin.
Chim churri chim churru sandwich.
A chitty chitty bang bang sandwich. We got it.
A chim cananaflim.
Hi ho, and where we go on.
Okay, so it is the next morning. Seeing as everybody's back now. Sorry for the pause there. So it is the next morning, and after we'll call it around 8 a.m. when everything's finally ready to get going.
Okay, it's 8 a.m.
Assuming that Gearbrander does the thing.
Yes, 3 of us do.
That you know of.
Rena? Yeah, 3 of us do.
Any case.
Okay.
In any case, you go ahead and get going. Assuming you go basically straight south, because that's basically how you can go. You do eventually, within, like, by lunchtime, eventually, find yourselves on the road. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's great.
I feel as if nature is trying to tell us something, reaching back to our most primal instincts.
You do hear a fairly large river flowing very close by as well. Coke, do we have a walking order? And no,
Yes, one leg in front of the other. I'll take rears to not risk getting smacked.
hey,
Don't open your big mouth. You won't get smacked.
Oh, you think you can warn me to not do that?
I realize it's an ill-fated attempt, but
so,
Shall I bring to you my recorder?
so because you're close enough now, Garrett Brander, go ahead and roll me perception. Normal, normal, and public. Okay, cool. You see it. What do you see exactly? Something
Brother,
in the
what your
water.
barbarian eyes see.
White kids love the taste of cinnamon toast crunch.
Damn it! That's not what I want. No, just doing something weird. Give me a second. You see something in the water.
Is it a friend?
Is it more water?
Uh, well, you see a weird dark spot in what is otherwise a fairly clear river.
It's beef jerky! I say out of character and in no other context.
It is. It is moving, so it is up to you as to whether whether or not you want to see it. It is moving slowly, though. Okay. And eventually, it does outpace you and move along. No, it looked a bit too liquid for that. However, then another one comes down the river,
Oh, Vax score. His evil twin.
and then two more. As you go over to the river, you hit the distinct smell. That smelly smell. That smelly smell. That smells smelly. Particularly, uh, you see chunks in each of what you are now assuming to be blood. There. Okay. Fishing. Using my classic fishing technique, my fishing roll, just roll a d20. While you don't exactly pierce one of the chunks of meat, you do get it close enough to where you can grab it. And it is a piece of forearm. Roughly roughly torn off and covered in scales that are smooth one way and rough the other. Note the trees.
Right, well, the way I see it, it's either a dead Sahagin or a drowned porcupine.
I'm sorry, I just read what the other half of the trees read.
Oh, you just now noticed?
I saw one half, I missed the other half. Now I see the other half.
Yeah, those small folk are very creative with their tree planting skills. They've learned so many words.
It's
Hey,
amazing how a
Iskael.
creature so small can
Hey,
plant something
Iskael, you
so
should
tall.
zoom out so that the chat can see it. All 3 people that might be watching. Fuck yeah. So yeah, it's a fairly uneventful walk for the first couple of days. It does start raining on the 3rd day, and it is a downpour. Like, you can't see more than 5 feet in front of you.
We should probably wait out the downpour. Because some of us have little legs.
Well,
Hey, and
I
whose
guess
fault is that?
I'll go about
Sorry.
using my my carpentry set of tools to make some sort of lean on shack.
Lean
Often
to.
called often called a lean-to,
I can lean on it.
and that would actually be survival.
Now with carpenter's tools, I get a DC 10 and I can make a full on shack.
Oh,
Yep.
all right.
Well,
You make
a lean-to shack, but close enough.
you are able to make one that fits 3.5 of you.
What a coincidence! We just so
Uh,
happen to be 3.5 people.
Are we assuming that the average person is 5'7"?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just looking for reaffirmation here.
it's enough to fit 3.5 dwarves.
Okay.
So the 3 of us can fit comfortably. Gerbrender is shit out of luck.
No,
Uh,
Gearbrander lies on his side and Reyna stands on someone's shoulders. Will fit.
basically it would require. Okay, roll me survival or carpenter's tools because apparently that's a thing if you have that. Otherwise, um,
Well, it's meant to be as part of a long rest, but I figure we'll be staying here.
uh, yeah, I'll go ahead and let you do it normal. Normally it would be a disadvantage, but you are used to finding things in bad conditions like this. Uh, you do, however, uh, luckily, you do find a particularly thick tree branch that has enough clusters above it that not a lot of drops are getting through it.
Aye, fine. I'll give you a hand with yours.
You are able to cover in a little more.
See, I told you there was more wood.
Yes. Between the two of you, you are able to put a extension on Balric's original shelter that fits Gearbrander.
Way I see it, if we keep going like this, we'll be able to fit a breakfast nook and possibly a cozy and a fireplace.
Not here to dawdle too long there, Alric. Though the idea does sound nice. Hey, perhaps after we're done with all this, would you mind if I hired you for some housework of sorts?
Aye, sure.
The rain lasts all day.
And then they became the best of friends, starting their own carpentry business.
I came up with the jingle. And that's okay.
And there it is. There's the jingle.
Apparently, I'm the lumberjack, and that's okay.
No,
That's a nice ring
he's
to
a
it.
lumberjack and he's okay.
Apparently, he does this all day.
We're trying not to get a DCMA.
That's right.
Hi, that also rhymes.
Neat. That's great.
Incredible. It is. Yeah. Yeah. Thing is, I'm kind of going milestone based.
Well, hypothetically, if we stay in the woods killing boars, we'll either have enough materials to become rich and buy whatever materials we want, or we'll have enough levels to be able to take on God. We still get gold, so we fit the second criteria.
Yeah, there are some people who I know who would outlive God just to have the last word.
I am not one of them.
I could take him.
Implying that neither of them aren't God.
What does that make Villa Nelson then?
Whatever the hell he wants to be.
Then again, that is if you're, that is assuming that whoever is having this discussion is monotheistic, when in reality, most of us, well, I know at least, polytheism is a thing.
That's
Don't
also
threaten
a
me with a good
religion.
time.
Go on. I said go on.
I said don't
It's-
threaten me with a good time. You and I have already had this discussion on more than one occasion.
Some more.
So anyway, the rain subsides and we start moving on.
Yes. So you keep walking, and I'm sorry, I'm doing things in the background, so forgive me. So as you
I'm s-
roll me perception checks again.
No. I'll just do it.
Assume public unless I say otherwise. And
Yeah,
in
I don't
this
know
case,
shit.
and in this case, normal, just normal.
Before you notice it.
You do a shitty dance, and then see whatever I'm doing. And that's that. You're coming over a hill, and you'll see the roof of a far off building or tower of some sort. Oh ho!
Really shouldn't talk about women like that.
Hooray.
What if we told you about firing that damn thing?
I thought
Put it
that's what we were talking
down.
about.
Is that like the is
Fine.
that anything like the Jewish space laser?
Didn't know that.
Don't use your weird
learn
magic
something new every
words
day,
on
man.
me.
Oh god! I didn't know where that was gonna go, but I wasn't expecting that.
Left turn.
Yeah,
Take
we
a
tend
left.
to do that a lot.
Take a left turn at the end of the universe, please.
Only if I can visit the restaurant.
Uh,
No, it's the restaurant at the end of the universe where the
It is
cows
the
walk
rest-
up to you and recommend their best cuts.
true.
Yes.
Man, this sure is off topic.
Beyond that, okay. So the biggest thing that the two of you notice, beyond there being a large tower off in the distance, that is closer and yet closer than it appears, and yet still decently far away. The biggest thing that you see is that there's a glow at the top of it as you crest the hill and can see anything besides the steeple of the tower. It's a bit of a pulse, really. And you'll have to forgive me. I'm trying to get this built as best I can. And so we are in a slight rush.
Slight. Yes.
So we may end up having to call it before we actually get into whatever we're going to get into here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, we're
Now
wrapping up.
Roundabout
All
just
right,
starts
see you
playing.
Rude.
guys.
As you do crest the hill, though, you do see that there are still. You do see the water. There's a lot of it.
You want me to build a what? I've never had to build a ship before. Not to say I can't, but eh, I've made worse work.
So essentially, a canoe with a canoe with a sail. Yeah.
A canoe with a children's seat.
A realistic
Hey!
sloop.
Hey.
It's for
And
your
for horses.
safety.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
thanks for the consideration. My tiny little legs don't want to get tossed
We're
overboard.
just so used to you intimidating him that it's pretty much become the default at this point.
Yeah, you do it a lot.
In the 4 days or 5 days walk we've had here, Rena has had some time to do some reflection and realizes that she probably shouldn't be so angry all the damn time.
And bullying the one dwarf that has gotten them out of more jams.
This has nothing to do with jelly or jam.
It's all about preserves.
I see what you did there.
I don't. Please explain. No, I'm fine. I got
We
it.
don't have time.
God damn it.
God.
I'm out.
What?
All right.
Oh.
Again, everybody. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Oh yeah, speaking of which, you guys do know that I will not be able to attend for the next 2 weeks, yeah?
Yeah, because this is getting into some important stuff. So, kind of want people there.
Unless you want to autopilot heart.
No.
No.
I am Heartbot.
It doesn't me.
Insert hat.
Insert hat here.
I
As
am
you
Heartbot. Please insert hat.
All right, Bender.
Oh dear.
Looking at it from here, this was once a thriving city, and the water is just getting to the end of where the actual city ends and where basically farmlands would start taking over more and more.
You Swagan like killing farmers.
The Sawagan better get used to dying. Rena says with a completely straight face.
She's a murder hobo.
But then I got the home.
Now you're a murder homo? I'm sorry. I couldn't. It was right there.
Low hanging
You like
fruit.
to murder
right in the
homos?
kitchen. Whoa,
That sounds
whoa,
good.
whoa, whoa.
Whoa! I did not say that, okay?
See, I was
Only a-
thinking of that one quote from the movie where it's like, "You like to see hobos naked? Nah, home is where you make it." It just came out wrong. I'm sorry. I really did not mean that.
We were mostly joking. Mostly.
Okay, Batman.
This is a big map. It was a bit of a mistake, but hey, it's gonna look neat when it's done.
Yeah.
Maybe we should call it so that he has a chance to work on the map.
Nope.
Assuming that he's not caught up with school, because I understand that feel.
Nope. I think we're good here. So, you crest the hill. Within the next day or so, as you get closer, you see just how it has been wrought. There's a bunch of ruined houses. There's a bunch of burnt fields. Not salted, thankfully. Just burnt.
So they have yet to be consumed by the water.
Yes. And I'll go ahead and give you this as you take a look around, because I'm assuming you do investigate a little bit.
Yeah.
You do notice that a lot of it wasn't burned. It was almost like it was burned in reaction to something, as opposed to. Yes. And it is far further inland than it should be. Although, by the smell, let's see. Really, the only one that would know this is Gerbrander, so roll me a survival check. Gerbrander. Yes. Okay. Then never mind. You can't tell. Uh Any case, you are. It is fairly easy to say that the houses in question in the fields, burned fields in question, uh, there's a chance that they might not have been burned by the bad guys.
Um.
Yes. Yes, because eventually you get to here.
And we'll come back to here next week. No.
Oh, holy shit.
I built most of that in the last 15 minutes.
Bravo.
I'm pretty sure there was a level like this in Dark Souls. If I hear boss music, I'm running.
Oh dear gods.
You try to kill a small spider, then all of a sudden it has a health bar.
Ah, what the fuck? Wrong one. There we go. What the hell? Oh, that's it. God damn it, people. No, somebody's drawing a freaking health bar at the bottom. Stop that.
I want to add a health bar. Let me add a health bar.
No. If you keep
Okay, I'll do
trying,
it
I'll
later.
turn the city into a mimic.
Oh no, no, no,
Oh
no,
no.
You can't do that.
No, 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 no.
Don't make it a carny box either.
I'll do it. Hold up Glock. So as you look out over what is left of Port Ard, you do notice movement. You're far enough away that that any stealth roll you guys would roll to stay hidden would have like triple advantage. So
So roll advantage and then add the two together.
no, more like elven advantage, where it's like you get to roll 3 and then choose the highest. But it basically means that you're far enough away that you're not immediately noticeable. But you are on a fairly steep. But you are on a fairly high crested hill over most of the buildings you see.
Stealth.
Stealth. Yep, you are hidden.
I'm gonna rely on her stealth to sneak around and investigate because every time I try, I get caught.
Clank, 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 clank.
Do we have to roll one more stealth?
Okay. Fair enough. Yes. Okay. For the record, Balric, you can do that thing as well. Like I said, you're far enough away.
Well, that night did go in infiltrator armor, so oh screw it, why the hell not? Nope, not doing it, not even a little. Nope, not gonna risk it.
Roll
Nope,
2 more times. Roll 2 more.
I'm hoping one of them is nat 1. Okay, that's more acceptable.
If people were to look,
No, basically because it's heavy armor, it counteracts the negative I would get. So it just takes a disadvantage, turns it into an advantage, and makes it neutral.
and even then he has triple advantage. So of the 4 of you, Balric is the least well hidden, but nobody's really looking for you. So
At 2, I'm going to roll investigation.
okay. Did I go ahead and roll investigation? Anybody who wants to investigate, and perception for anybody who wants to perceive.
I'll do perception. Oh, that's not an advanced shit. My bad.
Well, you don't see anything because 3 is what you rolled.
Mm-hmm. I can't see shit.
Ah,
Wow.
ah.
So Gerbrander, in full soldier, he's gone full soldier mode. So he's actually scouting. He's actually looking around and making note of enemy positions. Soldier background. Flavor.
Fuck yeah!
Speaking of which, Balric, do you wish to do? Oh wait, yeah. Do you wish to perceive and or investigate?
Yes, I'd like to look for the giant boss spooter. Yes, I
Okay.
would like to investigate.
Yes. Okay. So all 3 people who rolled investigation note that A, there are actually 3 towers. The one that's at the bottom of the corner of the map, as well as... God damn it!
What?
Damn it!
As well as the giant boss health bar at the bottom.
I will-
I was wondering when you would notice it. I did not help him with that either, by the way. That wasn't me. I'm a back way slow.
Okay.
Wait, there's a
I
picture?
got it. Relax. Quit moving stuff.
Fucking... I will piss on your clipboard.
I
see
can't
it.
get rid of the rest of it for whatever reason. I don't know what you did to it, but I can't get rid of it.
I'll piss on your clipboard, Lewis.
I'm not lying. I can't get rid of the rest of it. I don't know what you did to it, but I can't touch it.
Oh, you know, cold steel.
I'm just over here like, yeah, I'd like to investigate for the boss spooter. Spooter.
Gerbrander's able to point these out fairly easily. Ah, no! There's not a random fuck. God damn it! No!
There's not just suddenly a big ass like 4-person boat.
There. There are boats all around with up to 3 individuals in them, not Sawagan. This is what everybody sees. They actually look like a blend of all the D&D, all the PHB races. There are... You're able to point out a few dwarves, halflings, even a couple of gnomes. Hell, there's a few dragonborn mixed in, of all things. No. Let's see, what are our rules again? 15, 14, and 20. This is basically all coming from Gerbrandur at this point. After that, which are you okay with me speaking for you?
Get his good side.
So they are addressed in various amounts of just regular. Sure.
I went ahead and covered up as much of the red as I could for you.
Okay. Yes. So,
Yep. I know. I saw. It's a lot of information.
okay. So, size. From what you can see, there are various boats positioned around the city with 2 or 3 guys in each boat. They're basic rowboats. Uh, a lot of them, most of them look as though they were probably from this city, from what you can tell. Just everything about the wood matches like the wood of the houses, for example. Most of them seem to just be kind of patrolling around, though the two closest to the tower seem to be jabbing oars or staves of some sort at something in the water. Location is where all the boats are, as well as a few more that you can see moving throughout the rest of the city, and a large galleon-looking ship in what would be the harbor, about a half mile away. I'm going to go ahead and tie unit and equipment together. You can't see any type of insignia on any of them, but occasionally a Sawagan does pop up, talk to one of them, and then go back down. So they're obviously working together. And they are all equipped as regular sailors. As for when this happened, the time is now. Shift changes, not a lot. Usually, because there's 3 dudes in each boat, there's like 2 of them active while 1 takes a nap. From the limited you've seen, because you did see that, is that one guy stood up in his
Oh
boat,
shit! Hold on.
or
Second.
sat up in his boat, tapped the guy next to him, who went to go lay down as if to sleep, or at least to rest. Up at random times, and it doesn't look like they're as much barking orders as trading information. Occasionally a larger rowboat does come through, pulling something along behind it and bringing it over to the tower. This happens roughly every 15 minutes. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and give you for right now. So do with this information as you will. Yeah, I'm still typing it. Okay.
You could put it where the words boss spooter were. But that could be the symbol of the boss spooter.
Okay. In the meantime, Gerbrander has given this report to you in a fairly military fashion. You cannot see what's going on around the tower beyond the fact that the people in the boats are jabbing at something every once in a while.
Do we not have any idea if they're on our side?
Okay. Yeah, that's the one you see. Fair enough.
Maybe.
We'll forget that you saw it.
I'll try. Bottom right.
It's fine. You're really the only one that means anything for anyway.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter. It's just a thing. Like it's not like I'm gonna suddenly be. And what of this?
But yes, Gerbrander, do what you will with that information. The one thing you do note, by the way, is that the water closest to the shoreline here only comes out up about 3 feet up the house. Though the further out you go, the further up the water is.
Can you do me a favor? Are we allowed to level up first before we go down there? Because I could make an underwater breathing cap and that would solve all of our problems. I say out of character and in no other context.
I'm also still running level 3 stats.
So yeah, we still haven't done anything with that. Do you have time tonight?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't either.
Okay. 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 We will go ahead and call it. Fair enough. I would, especially if I could bring Coatli back. Yes, I can. Cool. Okay. Okay.